Hello, everybody. Hopefully, everybody's having a good day. Welcome, welcome. Thank you all for coming. If you're new to my channel, make sure you go ahead and hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell so that you won't miss the next event. And thank you all for being here. So, I am still working on my JB5 notebook, prepping for that, gluing pages together still. So there's that. um, I think this is an endless job. I feel like I've been working on this for a while. Good morning, Miss Peggy. How are you? How's it going? Thank you for coming. So I'm kind of curious. So I've been using, before I ask a couple of questions, because I'm kind of curious about something, but I'm using tacky glue and a credit card to spread my glue on my pages to glue them together. If you have missed this, what this is journaling by 5's. It's a mixed media prompt. That I've 5 prompts that I've never done, and I'm super excited. Meri Altelier is hosting the hop that we are in on January the 24th, and it starts at 4:30 p.m. Central, and it will be on Meri Altelier's channel for the introduction, and then from there, once we all are at Meri's channel, we'll all hop from different channels. Now, I did get the honor of having Miss Shannon Green with me live for that day, so I'm super excited with that. I have actually touched base with her, and one thing she told me is no pressure, have fun. Well, too late. I'm pressured. Hey, Dar. Hey, time-worn treasures. How are you? Hey, April. Hey, chicken soup. So, she said, be excited. And what is your first name, Time Worn Treasures? Is that, let me look at the picture. I'm not sure. Unless you changed your name. That could happen. I don't pay attention sometimes. Sorry. So yeah, I'm super excited. I'm very nervous because it's out of my element, of course. You don't have time to think. That's the whole purpose of this. I would hope that everybody would try and play along with us. I asked Meri what the criteria was, or, you know, if there was anything. Sorry, the sun's going up and down. Hey, Kathy. Rosita. I knew it was somebody I recognized, but I wasn't sure. Hey, Roseanne. So I asked Meri what the if there was any like requirements or this or this or that. Nope. Just everybody have fun. So if y'all want to play along with us, there is a hashtag that you can use if you want to. She said that you can do 1 page, or you can do 5 pages, or you can do all 20 pages. It doesn't matter. So each person we hop to will be responsible for a prompt. And we're going to go through, because of the amount of people that are in the hop, we're going to go through and do the prompts twice. So how I'm going to do it is, if I don't finish through all 20 pages, because you got 15 minutes per prompt, if I don't finish the second round, I'm just going to finish whatever prompt I left off or whatever page I left off. And so that's how I'm going to do it. But if you're super fast and this is your cup of tea, well, then obviously you can do 2 books. You can do the back of the pages. All your book doesn't have to have 20 pages, to my understanding. That's just how Shannon did it. She's the one that created this. And but I want to try and do what she created, and try and do the requirement, quote unquote. But there's no JB5 police, as Meri says. So there's that. So, hey Angie. Um, so I hope everybody gets to have fun. And so, like I said, there's the hashtag is in my description box, and I also linked my Facebook group. So if you're not in my Facebook group, what I suggested to Meri, which I thought was a great idea, is because there's technically 20 pages, right? So if you actually do get through 20 pages, like it's intended, quote unquote, um, then what I suggested to Meri was, why don't we just post our favorite page? So that's what we're doing. If you want to post it, and use the hashtag. If you want to post it in my group, you can post it in my group. If you just want to post it on your own, you can post it on your own. But 20 pages is a lot to post. So just post your favorite one and use the hashtag Fourth Sunday Hop. And how it's spelled and stuff is in the description box. So, whew. Hey, Deb. Oh, cool, Angie. So I'm just gluing pages. What I wanted to know is how many people are actually going to participate. Not that it matters and not that you have to tell me. I'm just kind of curious. Maybe because I don't see myself looking at chat, but sometimes as a human, you tend to look places you don't want to or you shouldn't. And so because when I start looking at chat, if I see anything that's gonna make me giggle, I'm gonna giggle. If it's something, it's just, I don't know. I think I'm just nervous. You think? You think? I might just be nervous. So I'm wanting to know that question. Just kind of curious. And like I said, you don't have to do 20 pages. You can just do one if you wanted to. But don't advance because we know the prompts already. But the fun part, hey Gigi, but the fun part is not to advance. Wait for us. Because then you're kind of just not really participating. I mean, I guess you are participating, but it's fun if you just wait, I think. You don't have to, but it's just my suggestion. Ooh, Miss Peggy says she would love to be as creative as Shannon Green. I'll play along. Yay, Peggy. Aw, yay. I know. I was telling people, don't look at my side because we're going to do split screen, you know. And I was telling people, don't look on my side. I don't know if I'm going to be on the left or the right, but don't look. So, I'm still gluing pages. Another thing is for, I don't know. I'm just kind of gluing. When I get sick of gluing, then I'm done. Because I would have finished this book if I would have just finished, but this is not the fun part. And there was things suggested to me that I could have, you see my sunlight, it's sunny here. It was suggested to me I could have bought a book, a mixed media book, but of course I'm new to this, so I just bought a composition book like she said in her videos. I'm trying to be a good student. Let's see. We'll see how good I am, right? So another thing I wanted to ask. Oh, chicken soup. Hey, Jersey. Right? I know I am gluing. I know, right? So, right, chicken soup. Of course I didn't think about that, a mixed media book. Dang it. I'm not good at stuff like this. But I'll learn, and that's part of it. It's just to have fun and learn stuff, right? I wanted to ask y'all, because somebody suggested to me to what would help me is to like kind of pick a theme instead of just randomly having images and stuff, because it's my first time. And this is totally out of my comfort zone and out of my element. Um, to pick a theme. So, can I get some suggestions of what theme should I pick? Because I have no idea. I have no idea. I don't often do prompts. Yeah, I've never done them. Hey, Kimberly. I have never done them. So, there's that. As close to a prompt as I ever done is following a recipe. That's it. The end. And that doesn't count. So there's that. And then when I follow recipes, I halfway read the directions. Hint, hint, the ham. So I want some suggestions on themes. I've got glue everywhere. I don't like that. Hey, Susan. Okay, you will likely do the best with the theme you're most comfortable with. Well, I have no idea. I have no idea. I don't know what I'm comfortable with, really. Because I do random stuff, yes. You know, I don't just do one thing, quote, unquote, but, I don't know. I really don't. Pick your colors for your... Hey, Angie. Just pick the stuff you like and it will work because you like it. Oh, that's a good idea, Kathy. Pick the colors for your background. Have collage pictures cut. Thanks, Kathy. Okay, that's good to know. Now, in her video, she did say to limit your self colors. So she said don't pick a bunch of colors. I do remember that because it's like packing for a vacation, and I like pack 17 suitcases. You know, we tend to overpack. I think it's going to be the same thing if I don't get it together. I think I'm going to tend to have all this stuff covered on my desk, and I'm not going to be able to think or create if I get everything out. You know, so I did take heed to that one for sure. Hey, Amy. Wait. Color is probably the easiest theme to use. If you pick a theme, it can kind of take away from the randomness of it. Oh, yeah. That's what I was kind of thinking. Just checking in. Hi. Thanks for checking in. Okay, I can't watch. I will chat. One comment. The idea is not to think in this activity. Okay, because I'm already planning this thing. Am I already cheating? I would not be able to do... I know. Ami, help me. I know. I'm already trying to plan it. Exactly why I love it, Kathy. It's my favorite state of being. No thought. Hey, Julie. How are you? Wait, exactly what? Okay, hold on. I'm reading chat. Okay, put each session in a different basket. Ooh, okay. I love this. Yes, the idea is not to think and just to do it. Okay. So, but I got to get my stuff out. So I got to think about that. See, I'm trying to make exceptions to this because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm stressed. I'm all stressed. Okay, you'll be fine. As long as they don't tell you you have to finger paint. I'm wearing gloves. Background, 1 basket stamps, 1 basket words, okay. I can't help you. I can't even help myself. Wait, Laura, I'm leaving. I'm just dying. Kiesha's my favorite thing ever because it's no thinking. I love you so much. I love you too, Jersey. Oh. Well, I'm going to put a little bit of thought only because, okay, so I just need an exception because it's my first time. Can I get an exception pass, please? Come on now, I'm already stressing. I'm gonna play hooky. That's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna pass out. Not really. Okay, Angie, enjoy your food. Yeah. Well, if you go on and watch her video, which I did, and I was very proud of myself, but I did skip a little bit because some of it's kind of too lengthy for me, and then I'm gonna not watch all of it. So, she did say to kind of prep a little bit because you don't have time to think. And I think the randomness of it would be knowing you have the time limit and not like picking. So if I had like, let me think, let me put a bunch of stuff together. Here we go. So if I had like a bunch of washi tape or whatever, I wouldn't be like, should I use this one? Does it match? That type of thing. But I think you can prep. I don't know. Heck, I don't know. I just need an exception card. A pass. Okay. There is some thought because you don't have, because you do have to get your stuff organized. Okay. Thanks, chicken soup. Thanks. Okay, how far are you going to get into this project before you give up? I would get as far as gluing the pages together. I know, and I'm almost giving up on this. I'm just like thinking, I'm not going to use 20 pages. I don't know why I'm gluing this, but I'm trying to be a good student. I really am. I really, really am. And these were the first instructions. If I can't even follow step 1, I definitely cannot follow step 5. Or 2 or 3. Or 4. Now I know what to do today. Dinner now. Okay, Gigi, enjoy your dinner, dear. Nice to see you for a minute. You'll be throwing stuff down so fast? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I don't know, though. But that's what I'm thinking. If I do it right. And I really do want to do it right so that I can stand and say, I actually did what I was supposed to do. You know, because you can technically cheat, quote unquote, or whatever. I don't know if there's such a cheat, but you know, I'm only going to be doing one prompt with her on live. The rest of them are going to be from the other ladies. But the whole point of it is to exercise stuff you're not used to. And I do want to try it and give it an honest try. I do. I want to see where it takes me. I want to see what I learn from this because I know I'm going to learn from this. And I know it's going to be good. And I'm either going to hate it or like it, but I'll still learn from the experience of it. And you see, I'm already getting good at gluing. When I first started this gluing page stuff, I was struggling. This project is Hey, Sheila. And I didn't pick this. I never picked the themes. I think either Meri picked it or somebody in the group. I can't remember. But anyways, it doesn't matter. I always struggle with the themes anyways. Meri has to help me. She's like, Kiesha, you could do this or you could do that. I'm like, oh yeah, you're right. And I think, and I'm learning that way as well, as when you have a theme, you know, or a subject to go upon, you just have to think of what you've created or what you can create to fit that theme. And that's out of my comfort zone as well, because normally I don't do that. I just create whatever I feel like creating, and that's what I do. I don't put thought of it in a theme aspect, if that makes sense. Hey, Gypsy, how are you? How is everybody? Dear Meri, please excuse Kiesha from today's fab exciting idea. Kiesha is busy with family, cells, spreading love and joy to all. Aw, chicken soup. Thank you for understanding. I'm gonna be kicked out of the hop. No, she wouldn't. She actually, how I got in the hop, I'm gonna tell you it if y'all don't realize this or know. How I got in the hop is Meri asked me to be in the hop, and that was cool. I thought that was very flattering. Yeah, so she asked me if I wanted to join her hop, and there was only a couple of spots left, so I had to let her know right away. So I felt like I was under pressure then, but I got it. I made it, and here I am. So I thought that was cool. I'm looking to see what page I'm gluing, because remember I counted 5 pages and put a number 5 on the page so I know where to stop. Hey, Jane. Okay, gotta go work around. I will leave you running, waiting for student loan people to call because they can't get their crap straight. No, they can't. Have a wonderful day, Ami. Nope, they can't. You're right. So I heard no theme yet, so I guess I'm on my own. Come on, people. Am I not supposed to do a theme? I don't know. I really don't know. I gotta cut images too. I don't have any images cut. I don't think so. I have birds. I don't really care. I mean, I like birds, but I don't really like them like that. But I have a bird book is why I was thinking birds. Flowers. I like flowers. I'm just trying to think of random images, or should I just get a magazine and just start cutting images and just be totally off the wall for me? Should I just go that route? I'm okay with that, but I need to know like what my game plan is and just go totally off the wall, because that's totally for me. No offense to those that do that, but for me it is. Let me explain this really quick. Do want the whole book to be a certain color? My favorite colors are pink, obviously, and more pink. And I like black. So I like pink and black. I like brown. I know that's weird, but I do. I wear a lot of brown. I just like it on my skin. I like silver, gold. I don't know. I don't dislike a color. I don't really care for orange. That's not a color I choose at all. I mean, it's not that I dislike it. It's just, I don't know. I don't go for it at all. Trying to be creative today, but oh, Peggy, big hugs to you. Kiesha, you need to let go of this planning and themes and just allow yourself to be free. Get a magazine and cut images out you like. Okay. Off the wall describes me perfectly. So I would say go for it, girl. Okay, so that's what y'all are saying. Right, Angie? Okay. That was the first advice that I've heard with the theme. Okay, I'll do that. I'm okay with that. I gotta have some game plan. I mean, really, I do. Because I just do. I'm gonna feel like too willy-nilly. I'm gonna be free, but I'm really expensive, Sheila. I'm priceless, Sheila. And that's expensive. No, but seriously, I'll do that. I'll just get a random magazine and I'll just cut out images I like and we'll just go with it. How about that? And then I won't pick any weird colors because I say weird meaning like black. That's not weird. I like black. That's one of my favorite colors, but I think black may, I don't know. I don't think for this project I need black. I'm overthinking again. Okay. Okay. Wait. She said put blinking. Oh, she said put black. Kiesha, I have an idea about all of this. Wait. About how off the wall pink. I like yellow. Yeah, yellow's fine. I mean, a lot of colors are fine, actually. Have some color out if you want to mix the pages up a bit. I think what's fun is the no plan. It always turns out great. Thanks. Thanks, Sheila. Okay, so the whole point of this is not to overthink. My understanding is an excuse for those of us who tend to overthink everything. Hey, Aline. How are you? While cutting out your images, cut out some words. Okay. That wasn't really an idea. I just like pink. Well, we could get all shades of pink, but I think I'm gonna go with some color. Oops, that's the wet one. I think I'm gonna go with some color. How about I just do everything random? How about that? Then I can't think because it's so random for me. Even like the colors. How about I just pick colors that I wouldn't normally pick? And how about I just pick images I wouldn't normally pick? But I kind of like, you know what I mean? There we go. I got this. I feel a little bit better that I have some idea because I don't have any idea. There we go. I'll do that. I'm with it because the worst case scenario is Grouch can get my stuff. How about that? The end. I'm wonderful. Thanks for asking. You don't have to use everything. It's just there if you want it. That's good. Then there's like me that does not, wait, that does everything willy-nilly. Close your eyes and pick. It always works out. Yeah, that's what I think I'm going to do. I feel okay with that. Just by saying it and hearing it and feeling it, I feel okay. I'll do that. I will do that. And then after, like I said, we're going to post our favorite picture and I'll do that. I'll just post my favorite picture out of all of the stuff. I'm excited. Kiesha, if you cut out images that appeal you for whatever reason, color images or whatever, then they will work for you. Have your paint out and just grab. Yes. I think I'm going to do that. Now, one other question. Well, I've gotten probably 20 other questions, but one question right now. You said get paint and ink, and she used an ink pad. She just turned over her ink pad, and she was just doing that. So if I don't use ink, because I don't think I want to do that for sure. I don't like to mess up stuff. And I feel like that's gonna mess up stuff. What do you use like for paint? Like what tool do you use? Do you need a brayer? I got a brayer. It's brand new and clean. Look. You see, I don't do this stuff. But I got one. I do not have a jelly plate, and I do not want one right now. But I got a brayer. But do you use tools, or what do you do? She didn't say, so I don't know. You just need to pick 3. Wait, what section are you doing? I think, Julie, I think I'm doing, I think I'm doing, collage, but don't quote me on it. She'll be with me. And I don't know if she's going to participate, or I don't know. I don't know that part. I didn't ask her. I'm just grateful that she'll be with me. I'm assuming she'll do it with us, or at least that page, or I don't know. But I think collage. Wait. Credit card. Fingers. Oh, I need gloves. Credit card, brayer, brush, whatever. I did one session with the jelly plate. Pick 3 colors and have black and white handy to use. Okay. She says, I don't want to do that. Yeah. Okay, so you do use tools. Hey, Dana. You know, the only thing, I guess why I have so many questions, I think, is because when I was watching her videos, and she has multiple videos because she does each session, I think what's confusing me is because I don't see it from start to finish, which I know will be a long process, but even like 5 pages, I didn't see the start to finish process of it. She has them broken down into sections, or, each prompt. And so, unless I missed that video, but I think that's why I'm confused the most, is because I didn't see how fast it goes, really. I know the, 45 seconds per page and all that stuff, the breakdown, but I didn't get to see the whole process of it. And I think that's why my brain is wanting to have so many questions. Wait, you stepped in your gesso with your foot? Sheila. So yeah, I think that's what it is. So I'm freaking out a little bit because I don't know what to expect. And I know that there's no expectation in randomness. I get it. But if you have a video on it and you have it broken down into sections, then surely you would have the completion one. Nope. I didn't see it. No, please. Don't. Oh, shoot. You don't have to finish. You can go back and work on what you have. Yeah, I think that that's what I'm going to do, actually. Like, if I don't finish all 20 pages, because I really do want to finish all 20 pages, because I am not gluing this book just to be gluing it. I can tell you that much. I don't like doing stuff for no reason. That's just not me. So, so I think I'm gonna, because we're doing 2 rounds. So like I was saying, if I don't get finished, doing paint, because that's the first prompt, paint and ink on all 20 pages. So if I don't finish all 20 pages on paint and ink, then the next round, because I think there's like 10 people and there's only 5 prompts. So we're doing it twice. And so the second round, I'll just finish if I don't get to finish. And still follow along when I'm supposed to and not do it ahead. Hey, Munson, how are you? You just finished one? You have a video? Yeah, I want to see it. Heck yeah. So there is a video from, yes, she has several videos on this, and she has it in her playlist, Deb, so it's easy to find, and it's titled JB5. And so, but she has one that explains it and what it is and blah blah blah, and then then the next video is one prompt, then the next video is the second prompt, and so forth and so on. It's not a video, it was before I streamed. How do you show me on my StreamYard? How do you do that? Yeah, I like to see it. Heck yeah. How do I do that? Tell me. Yeah, I would love to see it. And you did the exact same one that we're doing? Or is there only one? I don't know. I don't know. Is there only one? Or do people, because I've seen different people do prompts and stuff, so I didn't know if people alter it or what. Invite you. You're invited. You mean come on the stream with me? Yeah. How do I invite you? How do I send you the link? I'll be glad to. You want me to put it in chat and then just erase it? I can do that. So we might have some random people. You want me to put it in chat and then you can show us? Okay, I'm going to put it in chat. I'm excited. Come on, stupid thing. Okay. And let me know. Well, I'll just give it a couple of seconds and then I'll erase it. Too late. I think it's easier if I just invited you here like that. Thank you for doing that. I know. Oh, wait, she's already here. Hold on. Let me erase this really quick. What did I do? I got excited. I pressed the wrong. Hold on, Kathy. I see you, dear. Help. Wait, hold on. I pressed the wrong button. I have to erase it because then some weirdo might come. You never know. Okay. Hi, Kathy.
Hey, Kiesha. How are you? This is, you can keep us both on.
Wonderful. Thanks for coming on and showing us.
Oh, this is easier than typing all the stuff. All right. So we did this. God, we had like 10 people on, and it was on the old YouTube Hangout. It was a mess. I mean, it was hard. But then there was somebody who streamed, Ashley, I can't remember her name, and she had a group where she was leading it on Ustream, and then we were just following along on our own. So we weren't videoing or anything. So what I did, which was kind of a crazy thing, I took large sheets of paper and I did jelly prints for my 20 backgrounds. So to do like 20 jelly prints in 15 minutes was like crazy. I was just throwing at paint, throwing at paper, pull it off. But I ended up with like 20 backgrounds. So what I did, that's the first session, right? You do your backgrounds. And then the next session is, remind me, what do you have your list of the different sessions?
Yeah, the next, I lost it. I think the next one was collage.
Okay. So then what I did, I just had random collage papers cut out of a magazine. So I just this was my collage for this page. These were I threw 2 collages here, or I may have just thrown 1 collage on and then went back maybe and put the other picture on. I just randomly, like on each page as I went through stuff on. This was another collage page. Boom, I threw that on. So you're going so fast. Okay, so for this one, I kind of remembered this I could do more work on. I think what I did I only had this for my collage. And then when I went back to finish everything up, then I added more stuff to it. So I just had like the green background, and then the bird was on there. And then I think the next one is add a stamp. The next one's add a word. So here was my word. And then I think mark making. So here I think I just splattered paint for mark making. Then you go back. See, this is a good one because I really haven't done a whole lot with it. This isn't really finished. Then you go back and like I added more collage. Now what I'm thinking now, like as I see this, I haven't done it in so long. I could go back and like doodle the edges or something. You know, you can just go back. You can add more stuff to it. So like that. But then, okay, so on this one, I just glued a piece of something down. And then here were the words that I just randomly, threw down. And then I went back and did, I added some journaling, and I did more stuff to finish it off. This one I added a lot to afterwards. I think I had my background. This was my original collage that I threw down. And then you go back later, and I think this was a stencil. I just randomly put a few things of stenciling down. So then you go back, you finish it up and finish it how you like it. It's just, from what I get from it, it's supposed to be a jumping off point. They're like journal starter pages. Here was another one. This was my, I had thrown this on the page. And then this I had done.
Wow.
But then I went back and finished, then you go back and take your time and finish everything up. So like here, I think I just stamped a couple times with the word stamp. And when I went back to finish the page, then I filled it all in and finished it the way I wanted to. And what I did at the time, I had 20 pages, full pages. And what I did was to bind them, I just cut them in half. And, I bound it like this. And then I glued pages back to back. The same with this. I had my background. I glued this down. That was here. I think there must be some stamping under here. Yeah, here's some stamping up here. So you're just like throwing stuff down, and then you go back and take your time to finish it. Here's my mark making that I just did randomly. So this gives you a better idea of what you can have when it's finished.
But that doesn't look randomly thrown.
No, it doesn't when it's done. It doesn't when it's done because you go back and then you finish it. But when I started, I wish I had one that wasn't finished. See, like this one, when I started, it only had my first one was the jelly plate. So it was blue. And then I think I just, I put this down. There were only a few things on here when you're done with the JB5, and then you go back and you're like, oh, I like that blue background. I'm going to work on it. And then you take your own stuff and then you add to it to finish it off so it doesn't look random. Does that make sense?
Wow. Yeah.
So when you're done with Meri's, you're going to have 20 pages that will look random. It's just going to be color. There's going to be a piece of collage. There's going to be a stamp. There's going to be some mark making and some words. And they're going to look completely random and unfinished. But then what you're going to do is then you're going to go back and take your time and make journal pages with them.
Oh.
So when you're
probably
done,
not me, but
okay, so no, whenever you want. Like this sat for a year before I went back and finished it. This was ongoing for a long time. This was something that I was like, oh, maybe, or I see something like, oh, I can put that in my JB5 book. It's not something when you're done at Meri's that day that's going to be finished. You're just going to have a journal with starter pages to work on at your own time. That's how I do it. It's not that you're going to go to Meri's and then finish up with a finished journal. You're going to have a journal that you can work on at your leisure. Does that make sense?
I didn't know that.
Oh, you thought you were going to have a finished journal by the time you were done? No.
Yes.
No, you're going to have a journal that just has here, let me, this is kind of how I write journal, so it was easier for me.
Everybody loves your book, including me.
Thanks. And this was like I said, this has been a work in progress. Like I could still go back. Like this page, I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, I should add some more stuff to this because this doesn't look finished to me. So it's just something you can go back and work on. And now this page, I didn't do a whole lot with. This page, I think I put down my color. I think the snowflakes were my collage. This was my word. And then there must be, the splats were my mark making. And there must be some, there should be some stamping. There is some little stamping in here. But then I went back through and I had seen this. I'm like, oh, that'll look nice on this page. So then I glued the ballet dancers on. I put some stickles. I kind of outlined them. And then I'm like, okay, I need something to fill it in. Oh, maybe I'll look for some words. So I saw these. So this all came later, like the words and the ballet dancers. And then I edged it. So this one I didn't add a whole lot to. Where this one,
Mm-hmm.
where's the one, the like Egyptian look, like
Yeah,
this,
I didn't know that.
like this, I just kept adding stuff to. I kind of went overboard with like flowers and birds and butterflies. But when I was done with my JB5 session, you know, this was just a green background with a collage, some words, and some mark making. And then I went back later.
Yeah.
Just kept adding stuff.
You know, I thought it was the end. Like, I didn't know you continue to work on it if you want to.
Yeah, you're not going to end up with a finished journal when you're done. You're just going to end up with a journal to work in.
Oh, see, I don't know. Okay.
See, I know I know, and if you do you art journal a lot?
No.
Okay, that's why. No, so but you're kind of interested. Are you interested in art journaling at all, or doing an art journal?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's cool. I think it's really cool.
Okay, so it's like a good starting point for art journaling. So after you're done with Meri's that day, you'll have all these pages that you can go back to. It'll be colors you like, pictures you like, because it's all stuff that you cut out, and then you'll be like, oh, what can I do with it? And then you can add all your stuff, whenever you want.
So they tricked me into being an art journaler.
They did, Kiesha. They did. But you know what?
Excited.
It'll be fun though. I'll tell you, like when you're like throwing your paint down and you see like, okay, I have 15 minutes. You're just gonna like put like paint on your page, take your credit card and scrape it, or your brush or whatever. Boom, move on to the next one. Take your credit card. Also I did mine on separate sheets and not in a journal, get some wax paper so you can put it between your sheets, because they're going to be wet when you turn that page.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or you can just put it on one page, turn the page, press it down, and then it'll go to the other side. So, So this is all this stuff that was added. I went back and took my time.
So pretty.
Doodling. Yeah, and this was a stamp. And I just had like the best advice I got was to have the baskets, like have one basket of paint, one basket of collage. So then you just grab and glue. You're not even thinking. And then you go back and you're like, nice. Oh my God, what am I going to do with this? And these were like things. So yeah, it'll be fun. The time is going to go so fast. Like these, I went back on it through afterwards.
I was wondering, geez, you did that in like 15 minutes?
No, so like this page, when I was done with the JB5 thing, all that was on here was like the background with the yellow paint, this flower, these were my words that I had glued on, and then there's the stamp. I use the word stamp a lot. And then I think, and this is a stamp back here. So yeah, and then I went back later. I'm like, okay, what can I do with this? And I just started doodling, and like I drew this and I drew this on. So you're going to end up with jumping off pages.
Yeah, but you're a professional. I'm not. My stuff's not going to look like that. I already know.
Oh, I'm not a professional. And I did this right when she first, how long has she been doing this? This was when she first started. So this was like 5 years ago.
A long time ago.
Yeah. So I just went, and that's why too, I mean, you just keep going back, and then this is just, I had the pink background. I had this, I don't know what this is, some kind of flower or something. And then I went back later, and I put my stamps, and I put the elephant in, and you do it more, you take your time to make it look nice. But when it's done, you're just going to have like random stuff to hopefully get you started.
Yeah, me neither. I didn't know either.
So yeah, so that's and this is just cleanup paper
which
from my jelly prints that I use for the cover. So does that
which
help a
makes
little bit?
me feel better.
Huh?
Yeah, big time. Yes, big time.
Okay. Okay. So don't expect to have like finished journal pages when you're done that day. They're just going to be jumping off pages.
Oh, so how do we post then? What's the point of posting?
So people can see what you did on the stream. Or
So
you
they can see
post,
the ugly part of it?
well, yeah, and then you can go back when you're done and post again if you want.
Oh, okay.
So then they
See,
can see, which
no.
is, go
Mhm.
ahead.
No, you're good.
No, so then I wish what I had done after you say that, what like people when you're doing it, take a picture of the blank of the page, the start off page, and then take another picture
Uh-huh.
when you're finished with the page.
Wait, you see the chat?
I know.
Yeah.
If you don't art journal, it's kind of weird. Like if
It
if
is
you're an
very
art
weird.
journaler and then you thought, oh, I'm going to do the journal by 5's and have a finished journal when I'm done. No,
Yeah, I did.
no, no. You're going to have a
Did.
journal that's ready for you to create art journal pages on. Because think about it, when you're like, say, like, okay, here, let me just pull out a journal. Say, like, okay, I want an art journal. And then you pull out your art journal and you're looking at this. And you're like, okay, what should I do? And then your mind goes blank because you have a blank page. And you're like, oh, crap, now I don't know what to do. So then you sit there and you're like, oh, I'm not going to art journal. I hate this because I don't know what to do. So if you had a JB5, you would take out a book that had, like, okay, like this. You'd say, oh, this has some stuff on it. Let me see what I'm going to do with this. And like here, I might say, oh, some writing might look good here. So then you at least have some ideas to start off with, as opposed to, ew, what do I do?
Mm-hmm.
Have like
Yeah.
20, you have 20 pages in a journal to see, like flip through and be like, oh yeah, I'm in a pink mood today. I think I'll do something out here. And then you kind of go from there.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah. So it's just to get you, because it is. I mean, when I started Archer, I've been doing this for, I don't like 13 years, I think. And I remember like my first art journal, it was like, oh my God, what should I do? And I would just have pages of like color, like blended color, page after page. I mean, it's like a process. You kind of have to think and get inspiration and stuff like that. And this helps a lot. Just having, like, you have a few things down, like you might, like here, say I had color on the background, and I do this, I go through with collage and just glue down collage pieces in a book, and then I go back and finish them later. Just so I can be like, oh, I think I'll work on this page today, and then I'll just start painting and doodling and doing stuff like that.
And then what do you just keep the books, or what do you do with the books after? You just look at
Well,
them?
what I like about art journaling, because if you're going to paint stuff on like canvas, then you have all these canvases. Here, let me fix this. Then you have all these canvases around that you have to store. At least like all your art is in one page.
Yeah.
Or in one place, not on one page, it's several pages. But like this, here you can see this was a piece of paper, like scrapbook paper that I glued down here. And then I glued down the cheetahs. And then I just went back and drew all this stuff in to make it a page.
Oh. So where does it come with the not thinking part if you're creating after?
Oh, because you're not thinking. because you're on a time schedule, you only have 15 minutes to do 20 pages, and you have to get color on each page. So instead of being like, oh, like here, like with your blank page, like, oh, what color should I use? Should I use this? And then you sit and then you get discouraged and you don't want to. If you're going to sign up for JB5, you're like, okay, I'm going to put color on 20 pages in 15 minutes, go. And then you're just like, oh, you grab your paint, you put it on, go to the next page, grab your paint, put it on, go to the next page, grab your paint. And then when you're done, you go back and you're like, oh, those colors are kind of cool.
Yeah.
That's where the no thinking is the JB5 part. So when you're done, you have pages that are like half finished. So that's the no thinking part. When you're done, you can sit down and relax and create because you've already got your color and the thought in there.
You have no choice.
Right. And Shannon Green has an old blog that explains her process, which is probably the best thing to do since you're doing it. But that's just this is my take on how I perceive it.
Yeah. And I appreciate you showing it.
Yeah. So, because when you're like, oh, I don't know if there's a finished product, you're not going to have one on, when is it, Sunday or whatever? There won't be a finished product.
See, and I thought that. That's what I thought.
Yeah. Go back and look at Shannon's, look at her videos. And you'll see, because she's the one who created this and figured it out. So you'll see what her thought is behind it. This is my interpretation of it.
Now, have you ever done this just randomly on your own at your house? Just because?
I have not. I've done it more in a group thing because when I'm doing stuff on my own, I tend to take too much time. And I need that. I need that to work like that. I need the pressure. That's why I have this. This is me doing my art journaling kind of like that, because I am, and this is like how do you watch Dee Dee at all? Dee Dee Willingham?
Yeah.
Okay, she goes, this is a lot like what she does. In fact, this is called the Freestyle Really Big Book. She has videos on this. If you look at her video list and her collage, she was doing this a year ago. I was working in here, and that's when I got this. So I would just go through with stuff that I cut out of a magazine, like pictures that I like, and just go through and glue them randomly on pages. And like this is a napkin that I had glued down. And then these are, like I may have started and just glued this down, and then went back another day and was like, oh, I'm going to glue some of my mark making papers on here. So these were mark making papers, the squares. And then I just went back and did the dots later.
Oh.
See, because I don't, like some people, when they do an art journal page, they'll start with their blank page. They'll have like, okay, I'm going to do a page about this, this, and that. And people will sit down and they'll start their page and they'll finish it and they'll say, okay, it's done. And then they go on to the next page. I don't journal like that. I just journal randomly. Like this is a jelly print on deli paper that I glued down. And then this is a picture I cut out. And then I was like, I didn't, then okay, move on to the next page, glue this down. And then I just randomly, this is actually just a cleanup of stencils and sprays.
Pretty.
So this is, just some of my vintage papers that I glued down. And then, I'll be like, oh, I think I'll art journal today. And I'll kind of flip through here and decide what I want to work on. And that's what you'll end up after your JB5 thing is you'll have a journal that you can go to when you want to do journal pages and just pick out something randomly that you want to work on. So hopefully that helps.
Yeah, but it does help. I think I'll have to finish though. I think that's me. I don't just randomly flip and do stuff.
Right, but then you
Mm-mm.
won't. Will you finish during Meri's session, or will you just go back right away
No,
and then
probably
finish
not.
it? Okay,
Probably. It
during
won't sit
Mary's
for
session,
very,
so when
or
it's
it'll go in
done,
the
you'll be
garbage.
done.
Well, no. I probably won't finish because I'm new to this, so it's all new. And
Right,
because you said there that this is the base
right.
and you can go back and finish it, probably won't let it sit for many years or months or anything. No, I'll finish it
Oh, good.
by
Oh,
the
that's
end of the
good.
week.
That's good, and that's the point. It's
Yeah,
the
because I don't.
point that you finish it on your time. So, like, you like to get stuff done, so you'll go back and be like, "Oh, okay, I'll work on this and get it done." So, yeah, so it's just so you have a
Yeah,
base for your project that you're going to finish at your pace.
that is so cool. I just didn't know. I'm so glad. So, how many people are going to join us now that Kathy kind of explained it a little bit better? Because I have no clue.
I'll probably do it for fun because it is fun. I mean, it's stuff that I like to do. Hopefully I'm home when it's on. So
Yeah. Hey,
and
Sarah.
it is good. I mean, it's kind of a fun thing to try just to
Right. For
see
sure.
just to see what you do,
Yeah.
just to see what you get because really that 15 minutes. I remember I started out doing the jelly prints. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to run out of time. And you're just moving so fast, you literally can't think.
Eileen. Um, so Ami wants to know what type of paper was in that big black book.
Oh, the big black book. Okay, this is
Yeah.
more like sketchbook paper. And this book is I get these. You used to be able to get them at Barnes and Noble, but you can get them online. That's the company. And then it's just called the Freestyle Really Big Notebook. And then this is more like sketch paper. So it's a little bit thinner. I'd say it's probably, let's see, this is probably like 60 pound around there. It's sketchbook paper. So if you're going to paint on it first, you might want to put gesso on it. I usually put gesso down on all my art journal pages, but you can just glue and then use matte medium or paint. It gets thick on its own, but it's a thinner paper. It's not a real heavy paper.
Oh.
So yeah,
So
like you could glue
so
them
let me
together
tell
if you
y'all.
wanted. Pardon me?
Yeah. Yeah. Um, so the day and the time that we start is in the description box, and I normally put up a reminder on my channel. Like I was saying earlier, guys, the people in chat, um, I'll have all the channel links in the description box of where we're hopping to and the times are always in Central. It starts at 4:30 Central, on Meri Altelier's channel, and she's going to do the introduction and stuff. And then people normally post who's next and where we're going, so you can hop along with us. But when in doubt, because I'm telling you this, and I have the channel links in the description box. Say you have to leave and go and cook dinner, or you know, go to the store or whatever, and you don't know where we're at. A good tip is to come back to my channel, because you know where my channel is. Come back to my channel, look at the time that it is, and look at the time of the people that's on, and you can just click and go to where we're at. So you don't have to try and find us and figure out if you get lost or whatever. Always come back to my channel and you can click on the next channel that we're at according to the time it is.
Okay, did you read what
So,
Peggy said? She said, Kiesha, it's a great lesson for those who are perfectionists. It will teach you not to overthink. You have to learn to let go and see. It will be all right. Yeah, I agree completely, Peggy.
Oh, thanks, Peggy. Thanks. Yeah, I'm excited because, like, looking at Kathy's stuff and then looking at like Debbie Epps and looking at, of course, Shannon Green's and a couple of other people um, that I've seen just randomly. Um, their stuff is beautiful, but when I go to create something like that, because I've tried random willy nilly and I don't like it. It looks like a 2-year-old. So, and that's probably because I'm trying to perfect randomness.
Okay, and see that's the
Honestly.
thing too. Like a big, like Paula Phillips always used to say, like work through the uglies, because I mean, a lot of times, and that's why too. I don't think like I won't finish stuff because I'll be like, oh, I just don't like it. But everything almost gets to a stage where it's ugly, and if you keep going, you can make anything look better. You know, I mean, if you don't like something, you know, put another piece of collage over it. I mean, it's your thing. There's no rule that says, okay, this is, you just have to use these things and that's it. If you don't like it, just keep adding stuff to it till you do like it.
Yeah. But I think your eye has to, like, honestly, your mind and your eye has to like the randomness of it, even
It is.
if you were to cover it up.
Yeah. But then, I mean, see, and that's why too, like after you do the random part, then you can do, that's why then the rest of it doesn't have to be random. When you finish it, that doesn't have to be random.
Mm-hmm.
You can take the randomness and then put your, you know, make it yours and take your time
Mm-hmm.
to make it look the way you want to. And then there's some people that do it once and they're like, I am never going to do this again. They hate it. So, I mean, it's not for everybody, but it is kind of a fun thing. If you are a
Yeah.
perfectionist, don't like random, it is a good way to get out of your comfort zone.
Yeah. And I think that that's what I'm excited the most about, is because I know I'll learn from this, and I know, I'll either like it or hate it. And so I'm excited about that part for sure.
And some interesting things too, like I found, like because it is so random and you're moving so fast and not thinking, like when you go back and look through it, you'll be like, oh, I kind of like those two colors together, and I never would have put them together had I not been doing this. You know, you'll see
Uh-huh.
things like
Yeah.
that. Like, oh, I thought
Yeah.
like purple, I thought you weren't supposed to use purple and yellow, but look at here, they look okay. You know, stuff like that makes it fun too.
Right. Right.
So
Right. Right. Yeah, I think it's gonna take it to a whole nother level, honestly.
it will, and it'll
And
just,
I'm
even
excited.
whether you like it or not and do it again, it'll give you, you'll learn something from it.
Absolutely. I agree.
So
Totally.
it'll be fun. I'm glad you're doing it. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. But I kind of thought when you said, like,
Thanks.
when you said there, oh, there's no, she didn't show anything finished. I'm like, oh no, it's not supposed to
Yeah.
be finished. So hopefully it helps see that.
Yeah. Yeah, because I really did not know that you don't get a finished product. That's not what it's supposed to do.
No, it's a jumping off point. It's a jumping off point for
Oh.
journal pages. Yeah, go
Well,
back and look at her video,
mhm.
and she explains all that.
Oh, see, I missed that part. I must have been scanning through that part, which is the most important part for me because I really thought it was a start to finish thing.
No, go back to Shannon Green's video where she explains it,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
that'll and I think she explains there where this is a jumping off point. And then you'll actually, I think she has a video where
So
she's
with
doing,
you,
yeah.
go ahead.
Oh, I think she has a video where she's doing it in real time that you can watch.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, see that to me, I think would help me too, so I know like, hey, how chaotic I need to be.
I know that's why the best advice I got was to have all your stuff, have that, have the pile of collage stuff, have the pile of stencils, have the have your basket of paints, just have all that ready.
Yeah.
And then like when you're done, you can throw everything in the basket and pull out the new basket. Because I did it without the baskets first. Oh my gosh. It was a mess.
Um, so let me ask you this because you've done this several times or even things similar to this, mixed media period and prompts and all that stuff because you've showed us several books.
Uh-huh.
Whether you've done the JB5 or not. How do you as a person feel when something is finished? Like how do you know when it's finished?
Um, I don't that goes back to the thing, is anything ever really finished? Like you just when you're happy, when you look at it and you're like, I like how that looks. Because like you say, you look
Mhm.
at it and you're like, oh, it doesn't look good. It's not, what you just keep doing it till you like how it looks. And then there's some people that get to the point they're like, this is just a mess, and they'll take gesso and cover the whole thing. But like, it's just when it's pleasing, I can't explain it. All I can say is when it's pleasing to your eye, when you look at it and are happy with what you have down on the paper. Does that make
Oh.
sense?
Yeah, I mean, because I've never done it, I don't know how that feels. But if it's new, I don't know if it'll be pleasing. I don't know. I've never experienced it, so I don't know. But that makes sense for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it has to be, and that's why, I mean, that's where you get different styles. Like when you, like, do you like things orderly? Do you like things messy? Like when you, like, what kind of art, when you're looking at art, do you like?
For when I'm creating it or other people.
Just in general, like, what kind of art do you think you like?
Um, Orderly, very orderly.
Okay, so you like
Matchy
realism.
matchy
So do you like
and
realism?
matchy matchy. What do you
Okay.
mean?
Oh, you're a non-messy person.
Yeah, no, I'm not messy at all.
Okay, so when you create art, what kind of art do you like?
I let my art supplies back where they go. Wait,
No,
what? What's the
when you're
question?
doing, like, when you're making something, what kind of stuff do you make usually normally?
Everything. I don't know.
Okay, so do
Different
you like
stuff.
so you like all different kinds of crafting and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
Okay. So it's not okay. So you like something that you start, you work on it, you
But it
finish
has
it.
to have a purpose.
It has to have a purpose.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I can't have random stuff sitting around everywhere and yeah, no.
Okay. So
It has to have
I think that's why I was drawn to the art journaling, because like I said, I like painting and stuff like that, but who wants to have a whole bunch of loose sheets of paper or canvases laying all over the place? I figured this way I can
mhm.
put my art into one thing and then I just have this. So it's kind of
Yeah.
in one place, but then the art that I actually do, I like to be mixed media and messy and random and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Although I do, when I'm done every day, I need to clear everything up and put it away. Otherwise, if I come back the next day and everything's a mess, I can't start till it's all cleaned up. So
Yeah.
as,
Yeah,
as
I can't
messy
even
as I
think.
get, as messy as I get with my art, I'm still, I still like everything picked up and have a place and all that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
So
And maybe when I grow up I'll be like that.
I don't know if I don't know if if that's grown
That's
up. I can make a mess and like 30 seconds. I feel like I'm like, how did my desk just explode? It's crazy. And then sometimes too, I'll just kind of clean up in the middle and then keep going. Everybody has their little quirks.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited to try this. I can tell you that.
Oh, it'll be fun. Now
Hopefully
go put yourself back on so you can keep working on your stuff.
Okay. Because I totally stopped completely. She had me captivated, people. Hey, Ring. So I'm excited. I think
it'll be fun.
I'm just gonna go totally random. Yeah.
You should.
Yeah.
You should just go random and have fun with it, and just go in like, okay, I'm just gonna have fun and see what happens. And just know you won't have finished.
And I'm okay with throwing stuff away. Yeah.
Okay.
And so that part doesn't bother me. So if I don't like it, I know I can throw it away or perfect it or whatever. Now that I know it's not a start to finish thing.
No. Look at this as the first step.
Oh. What I like to do is tell everyone what to do. Eileen.
That's why sometime when you stream, Eileen has a thing that's called Pick 3, and she makes you blindly pick 3 colors, and then you go from there, and then she'll kind of walk you through a journal page. And and no matter what colors you pick, as ugly as the 3 colors might seem together, everybody who does it ends up with a finished journal page. Like in one sitting. You end up with something that looks good.
Hey, Lisa.
So you have to have Eileen be in chat telling you like, okay, pick your 3 colors. Now do this, now do that. And you'll end up with a nice journal page by the time you're done.
Okay, so one time we did that. I'm gonna tell you. One time I was on somebody's stream and we allowed the chat to pick, and we just randomly did stuff. Oh my gosh, it was the ugliest thing I've ever seen, ever.
But did you have like 3 colors that you stuck to?
Well, I don't know. They were just like picking. It wasn't really a color thing. It was just like they could pick whatever, and we didn't have a time. We were just kind of playing around, and it wasn't serious or anything. Yeah. And we just let the chat pick whatever. If they wanted to pick a heart, they could pick a heart. If they wanted to pick blue, they could pick blue. It's just random. It was the ugliest thing ever I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, this would be kind of like you, and it would be just like, it would be Eileen and people would be helping out, but it would be, once you pick those 3 colors, at least you have like some continuity with those 3 colors. And then she might be like, okay, add a layer, add some stamps. And then you would just go pick your stamps that you want to pick out, or, stuff like that. But the thing is, with the 3 colors, no matter the colors, for whatever reason, always work. And I guess she used to teach a quilting class, I think it was. Am I right, Eileen, where she'd have people just pick 3 different fabrics, and it always would work.
Well, yeah. So I think because she is used to that, she'll know what works and what doesn't. But just randomly letting people in chat pick whatever, it was hideous. No offense if you were there. Sorry, people.
I know, and people love telling you, like, oh, do this, do that, and it can be fun. But yes, it doesn't always turn out.
And so ever since then, I never touched anything close to that because it was just so ugly and I hated it. And
that was almost too random.
And I was really trying. I was really trying to make, good use of what they were telling us, but it was terrible.
Yeah, sometimes it can get too random and it just ends up being a mess. But I think you'll have fun.
Yeah.
You have, just like I said, just have all your stuff, have all your stuff ready beforehand, and it should be fun. And as long as it's stuff you like,
Yeah.
it should all go together.
Chicken soup, if I had a practice run, I think that will either deter me or, I don't know, make it perfection, the next round. That I'm completely new to this. I think I just want to go in and not do it at all yet. If that makes sense.
When is the streamathon? When is the hop? Is it this Sunday?
24th.
Oh, the 24th. I'll do a pick 3 I'll do a pick 3 in February. Because Eileen just said, oh, why don't you do it again on your stream? I'll do it in February. I don't want to do it before Meri's hop. But we'll do one in February. Where we just, Colleen will go and I'll go on. We'll randomly pick colors and we'll see. And then that's fun too, to have more than one person on. Because then you see like two completely different takes on it of what people are saying in chat.
So when you're saying 3 different colors, what is that? Like you can do whatever you want with those colors, or what does that mean?
No, that means you pull up your paint. Here, let me get my paint card. You get your paints and you close your eyes. You put them where you can't see them. So I'm going underneath my card and I'm picking 3 random things of paint, and I have no idea what they are. Oh, actually, that's not bad. And you have to use these. Those are your 3 colors. So anything you use, like if it says, okay, use sprays, it has to be in one of these 3 colors. And then you can add white or black. You can have 3 colors plus white and black that you can add to it. So let me go back again. So now I'll go back underneath and pick 3 more colors. And see what comes out. Okay, these are a little more. This is like deep green, blue, and burnt sienna. So I would have to do a whole art journal page just with these 3 colors.
Mm-hmm.
And then
so go ahead.
No, and then just whatever, like somebody else say like, okay, use a stamp or put some collage down, or give you suggestions on what to add.
So when you're using the 3 colors, is what I'm saying is, so say you use those 3 colors and you put those down. How are you putting them down, and then what next?
Okay, so how would I put them down? All right, I would just
show us the practice run.
Okay, let me turn off my
autofocus again. Okay.
All right. So let me turn my autofocus off. It'll take a minute.
Hey, Connie. Sorry I didn't say hey, dear. Thank you, Connie. Thanks, everybody.
This should help. Okay, so I'm going to decide. All right, I'm going to use a mini roller to put on my paint. So I have like 2 little mini rollers. So I can, let's see, I'll put my paint up here. Here's my 3 colors that I'll put down on my craft mat. Purple. Oh, oops. I'm going to do these other ones that are more odd colors than the good one that I picked, just because. I use these colors a lot. Okay, so here was the burnt sienna brown, and so I would do this. Ew, that's kind of gunky. Then put the blue, and then okay. So I think what I'm going to do first, I'm going to use my. I'm going to use a credit card to put down some. So I think I'll take the blue and put it on with the credit card, and then just kind of scrape it. Kind of scrape it on the page. So this is like what you'll be doing, putting background.
Maybe.
Or you can use a brush. So you could do a credit card.
Oh dear.
Okay, then I think I'll put
ugly.
green on with a brayer. Oh my gosh, what a mess.
Oh geez, don't say that.
Whoops. All right, so I'm gonna put the green on. Are you tricking me into doing a journal page, Kiesha? Like, wait a minute. So, all right. So then I do have to go in about 10 minutes. So, but okay. So here's your background, and then we've got that yucky burnt sienna. Ew. And now I've got paint on my face.
That is so ugly. No offense, but it is.
I know it is. So I think I'm just going to do a little bit of that.
Okay.
So just maybe, just some. Okay. All right, so here's my 3 colors. God, I haven't done this in so long. Eileen, what's next? What would you tell people to do next? Then she might say, okay, put some tissue paper on that. Or cover it. Put a thin layer of white to push the colors back, so you can take, and you can do what you want. You don't have to do what people in chat tell you to do. You can, let me get some white.
She said dry it.
Dry, oh yeah, dry it. Yeah. Dry it, otherwise you will have mud. Forgot. All right, real quick, I'll dry it.
Right now, I'm afraid. I told somebody the other day, I think I'm going to have more paint and stuff around my room than on my paper. Just swinging it.
Okay. Oh, okay, that's another one. Life is Art said, you could dip and press bubble wrap and paint for some nice effects. So what I might do is get some white.
But I need that for shipping.
You what?
I need that for shipping.
Just cut off a little corner. Cut off a corner. All right, where's my, why can I never find white when I need it? Okay, here's iridescent white.
Right, chicken.
Okay, so then, all right, so here's some white. And then let me go get some bubble wrap.
I like the tub and shower idea.
This is going to be so random because I wasn't even thinking about doing it.
I'm going to try to eat the paint if I do that.
What? Okay.
What you said in chat.
Okay, so all right, blot some of this.
Oh, geez.
See, so already it's like looking better. Maybe. All right, where's Eileen? I don't know if she had like certain things that she would do in a certain order, or she was just always really random.
I should have timed you. That's what I should have done, was time you.
No, don't time me. This isn't a timed thing. This isn't timed. I mean, it kind of is, because I know that I can't stay on that long, but all right, so there's
right.
Okay, all right, this always. Now what's next? Link to Brayer. Oh, thanks, Shannon. Here. Oh, dry it again. Okay, what's next, Eileen? I did put some bubble. I put some white down with bubble wrap. Just do random things, Eileen.
Chicken soup. I'm gonna get those long yellow long yellow gloves that you like wash the dishes.
Okay, add some stamping.
Shannon's gonna be like, Kiesha, what are you doing?
Okay, now just do random. Add some stamping. Okay, so when I stamp, Eileen, do I have to keep in the same 3 colors or just use black or white? Black. I'll do black stamping. Hold on a sec. I will go get that.
Thanks for doing this.
Oh, you're welcome, Kiesha. I may like be done and decide I never want to do an art journal page. Oh my god, I'm trying to think. Do a stamp. Okay.
You can't think, remember?
I know. I'm trying not to. And I just had a good stamp. What did I do with it? I cannot believe I'm doing this. Okay, here. All right, so I don't want to get it too. All right, so stamp. All right, I have these stamps that I just got by Studio Light. And they're background stamps. Like, here's a nice word stamp, but I think I'll use this netting stamp in black. That shouldn't make too much of a mess. Oh my gosh. I know. I'm like, oh, don't worry. It always works. This is probably going to be so ugly.
Thanks, Lisa.
Just do it. It always works. I should have kept my mouth shut. Okay. Make sure it's dry before you stamp. All right. Are you sure you don't want to do your stuff, Kiesha?
There's no time limit.
Okay. So I'm just going to randomly
You're doing a great job. It's still ugly, but you're doing a great job.
I know, it is. And see, I'm not like, oh, this is gorgeous. It is ugly. But now, see, now I'm going to be like, okay, I'm determined to make this look good.
Eileen likes it.
Yeah, Eileen likes it. Eileen likes it because I'm making a mess. She doesn't care what it looks like. She's only happy if you make a mess. Okay, so here's all right. So here's the stamping that gives more texture. Okay, so there we go. All right. So far, I like the pages. One page looks like an angel. All right. So you said the one page looks like an angel? Okay, we can go with that. Let me see. I think I have.
Awesome.
All right.
Eileen says do some black on the pages.
I will. With a, should I do a stencil? Should we do a stencil?
Yeah.
All right, but you know what? How about I want to push it back with some white. I want to take some white. I want to take some
What do you mean push it back?
Tone down the color. So it's not so.
Oh, okay.
So it's not so bright. So I'm going to water down some white paint. Oh, this is nuts.
It's not nuts. It's awesome. Thanks.
All right, where's the brush? Oh, here. All right, so
It's gonna help me.
all right, so I'm just gonna take some see how putting the white over it, and this is white iridescent, so it's a bit shiny. So it's not so bold.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks, Ava. You should be hearing me the whole time. It's ugly.
It's not as ugly as it was.
No, but it's still really random for me.
Okay, hold on. But see, this is what you do. Like, you'll do all this randomness, and then you'll put in a focal point.
Yeah. That might help. Maybe.
Okay, so Eileen said add black. Should I add black with a stencil? Okay, so see, this is where somebody says they see a blue peacock. So I can go and get a napkin. All right, so I can go get a napkin with a peacock on it and put it on here.
Does Eileen do this live?
Eileen does not do it live. Other people go live and she tells them what to do.
Oh, okay. And y'all all go on one stream?
Like usually it's like it's either one person or like if Colleen and I do it, it'll be two of us and then the people in chat.
Oh,
like
okay.
We'll do it on a stream. All right, so here somebody said it looks like a peacock, so I just grabbed a peacock napkin. And then I can put this here. All right, so we'll put that on with matte medium. So now we kind of have now we're getting into a little theme. All right, let me get my matte medium. See, all my stuff is put away, nothing's out.
Kathy is a good sport. I appreciate it.
That's okay, I'll get Eileen back. Where's my matte medium? eating.
I know, Janie. I'm going to try. I really am going to try hard.
Okay, so this here, Kiesha, is kind of what you'll end up with after the JB5. But you'll have maybe some mark making, some collage, and then you'll go back and add to it what you want to make it look pretty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I just hope that when I go back, I can see beauty in some of it. Because if I can't, then it's going in the garbage.
Okay, so that's why it's important. Like when you pick your colors, pick colors that you like. Cut out pictures that you like. Cut out things that are pleasing to your eye. So you're starting out with stuff that you like.
Yeah.
And then that helps. Where if you just randomly pick colors and you didn't like them, like sienna, burnt sienna, you're not going to like it. Okay, so here's. All right, let's see. We'll do this one. Let's put this up here. And see, what's nice is having people in chat, like whoever said, like, oh, I see a peacock. It's like, oh, I have a peacock napkin. Let me add that. Or you might not have thought about it.
Yeah.
Before.
No, definitely didn't think about it. Yeah.
Because you use stuff you may not have used because you never would have thought about it.
Right.
Okay, and then let's put this guy over here.
See, but the peacock that's in the air doesn't bother you? He's just in the air.
Yeah, he's just in the air, but then I'm going to do more stuff over it that'll bring it all together.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's more, see, okay, so, and that's another thing. Like you like order and stuff like that. I think my thing that I love is color. So I don't, it's not, I look with the color being appealing to me, not where it's placed. But in the end, it will, but see, like I'm not putting them, like I'm kind of putting them so they're kind of spread out in an appealing way. That's the only way I can explain it. Like I wouldn't put one like in the middle.
Yeah.
Like they're here because this is where I'd like them. Okay.
Yeah.
So we've got these. So now you're covering. I'm sorry, Angie. Okay, so now I kind of like this to me as I look closer. Like, see, it's starting to. Okay, so here's another thing you can do. I think I'm going to take my brush and take some of the, I'm going to water down more of the paint. I'm just kind of thinking on the fly here. I don't know. All right, so you want the peacocks maybe to blend in a little bit. So you might want to go through. Where's my white? Oh my gosh, I can't. What happened to my white?
Look at the stuff all over. That's how I'm going to look.
I know it is. And this is, now see, it is a little bit starting to drive me a little crazy. But I'm like, all right. Just a mess. All right, so let's get more blue.
I just hope I don't spill anything. Because that could happen. Totally.
Okay, I'm going to water down some of the blue. I'm trying to think back at like different techniques I learned for layering and blending. Oh my gosh. This is such a mess. Oh my gosh. I can't.
I think I might have the same words Kathy's saying right now, people.
How about the ones I'm thinking? Oh my gosh.
I do, Connie. That's a great idea. I'm gonna have one of my boys next to me. That's a fantastic idea.
Oh, you have an assistant?
Yes.
All right, so maybe let's layer more of the green.
Oh, geez.
What?
Nothing. It's just really
Too
random.
Kiesha. It is very random. All right, hold on.
Oh, chicken soup.
What did she say?
She would give anything to be a cleanup assistant.
Oh, I'd be anyone's cleanup assistant. All right. All right, let me get a stencil. I'll let this dry for a minute, and then let me get a stencil. Okay.
Yes. Yes, Eileen. But I'm seeing that she's adding more to kind of match. But I think you have to think and know what you have to kind of make it go with what's happening.
Yeah, but then I didn't have any of all my stuff was put away. I had a perfectly clean desk. Eileen,
Yeah,
it was clean. All right, I'm gonna get let me find the
Glad she's getting blamed, not me.
No, it's always Eileen's fault, no matter what.
Okay. All right. Good to know. Something happens, it's her fault.
Yes. Yes. I think there's a hashtag.
Okay. Sweet. We might have to use it under this video. Oh, I was saying, sorry. I was saying, I think you kind of have to know where your stuff is, not where your stuff is, but what you have to go with what's happening. But then Kathy said, she had a clean desk, which is true. And she's kind of just randomly pulling.
Yeah, I had nothing out. I pulled them. I'm running.
You cannot plan for this, it just happens.
Now, hopefully.
Hi, Koika.
Hoping that works. Oh, and this, for some reason, this is really chunky paint. Hopefully. Okay, I like using a makeup wedge when I do my stenciling, and I'll put paint on my makeup wedge, and then I kind of dab it off so it's not too thick and hopefully doesn't run underneath the stencil. And then,
now, why are you putting that on your desk?
Oh, because I have a craft mat and I can just wipe it off.
Oh, okay. I'm like, oh dear, what do we do?
That's a craft mat and it'll dry, and I'll just take a credit card and scrape it all off and then clean it off.
Okay. I'm like, oh man, we're ruining her desk too. Shoot.
No. No. All right, let's do this. What I wish I had was some gold.
And so in this process that you're doing, Eileen would tell you like the prompts or whatever, the tools and stuff to use.
Yeah. Like, okay, go use a stencil. And like, whoever said go, peacock would be good. So it's like stencil, stamp.
Mm-hmm.
She said to put in black, and I can figure, to put in black how I want to. All right.
Yeah.
All right, so I just kind of randomly, see, this is the stuff that gets you, Kiesha. All this is so random. Like I'm not doing like a perfect square or anything.
Mm-hmm.
And you just kind of go over stuff to kind of blend it in. And then also go off the page. Oh my gosh. And then from like here, I went from one side to the other to kind of bring the two pages together.
Now, do you always do a double page like that?
I like doing double page spreads. So I tend to do double pages. And when I first started, I used a lot of Kiesha notebooks. It had the wires down the middle, and I just go through. I just kind of try to ignore the wire. But that's personal preference.
Yeah. So you know how you said you like to do random stuff in your book?
Uh-huh.
What if you didn't have a double page? What do you do then?
Oh, like here?
Yeah.
Then you would just do it. You just do it.
Oh, okay.
Like these are two different, like right now they're two different pages, but they may end up being like, you can always blend the pages by bringing your color over if you want, or it just might be two completely different pages. But I would, me personally, would somehow make it blend.
Yeah.
Okay, so here, I mean,
hey,
that's
Betty.
Better than it looked before.
It does look better.
Colors. And that's that burnt sienna that I used through the stencil. Now, let's see, is Eileen saying anymore? I know she wants me to use black. And I should probably
want you to make more of a mess.
At the end, Kathy, some black pencil. Okay, use some black pencil around the peacocks so we can see the peacocks a little bit more. That's a good idea. I'll probably use black ink. It needs like a word or something. Or maybe a quote. This is where you would, if you want to put a quote in, you can put a quote. You can write it in by hand. Let's think of a word that we could put on here. How about random? Oh, here. How about random beauty?
That's good.
You know what? I'll just do it in black. I'll do it in my own handwriting with black. And then, all right, let me put black pencil around the peacocks. All right, here's a charcoal pencil. So what you can do with your charcoal pencil is just kind of outline.
I don't have that.
You don't have a charcoal pencil? You could take a thin black marker. You could take like a thin black marker. If you take a charcoal pencil and just kind of go around so the peacocks don't get too lost. That's still a little bit damp, so it's not. See how you can see See how the peacock just stands out a little bit more than these do? So you can take either like a thin black marker, a neo color, just any dark. See, this is still damp. Let me hit this with the heat gun again. That was it. That I had forgotten, Eileen. That was a good tip. All right.
So do you put a finish on top of these things?
Usually not. If I'm using, I will use a spray fixative if I'm using like some type of chalk or pastel. With this, there's so little of this on here, I probably won't. But you can do like a spray finish, or what's that one? Spectrafix, I think it is a good. All right. So, and then here is where like you can take your time. You may want to start doodling, or I'm just kind of, I may go back if I was just doing this for fun, taking my time, I might go, I know I have some peacock stamps. I might add a few like peacock feather stamps in. Oops. So there. So now you can see these guys a little bit better. Like you could go back in with, what do we have? You could go in with some.
I'm gonna try it.
Some stickles. Right. You can, Betty said you can smudge the charcoal with a wet Q-tip to blend it in more. You can go in with, I'm going to use some stickles. And then kind of highlight the feathers. Go through on the feathers and kind of highlight those. Let's see. Bunch of that out. These are the stickles. And then just...
I think what I'm seeing and gathering is you kind of have to know what colors can go on top of other colors, or no?
No, because the thing is you pick those 3 random colors and they may go and they may not go. You know what the key is? Drying, making sure it's dry between each layer so they don't turn into mud. Because you can always keep the colors separate too. Okay, so can you see how that's speckly now in its wings?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
So here. So, and if I was taking my time and doing a journal page, I wouldn't be going so fast. I'm just doing this because we're live online. And you don't want to sit here for hours watching me dot every peacock feather. You know what I'm saying? You can just take your time and enjoy it.
Bye, Connie. Have a good day.
Which at the beginning, I really, with these colors, was not enjoying this very much.
No, but it looks better now.
So here, let me get some more stickles out.
Do you like it now?
Yes. Now I'm starting to like it. And what I want to do, I think I'm going to do, I want some black. Maybe some black. Black splats, Eileen, or just black around the... Maybe black and white splats. Okay, so that just gives it a little more interest having the shimmer there. All right. Yeah, it does. Those colors, and I'm surprised.
You're right,
that sienna was like, and even I used it on top here, and it doesn't look bad. All right.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, black splats or white splats? I'm going to do black around the edge with ink. White splat. I think I want to use gold.
Does your pages ever curl up when you're working?
Sometimes these aren't. When you're working in a journal, you can always put clips on the side if they start to curl. This one's curling up a little bit because the paper is a little bit thinner, but not bad. Mm-hmm. And once it's closed, everything flattens out anyway if they do curl. I'm gonna do white. I'm gonna do white splats, which means now I really do have to find my white paint. I'll be back in a minute. Eileen said black. I'll do black and white.
Okay.
Hold on, let me get there. Okay, you know what? I'm going to use my pastas. Oops. Okay. All right. White and black. Okay.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
I use my pastas to splatter. All right. Make sure there's nothing around that's going to get ruined. Okay, I think I'm all right. All right, so I'm just gonna. All right. It's not splattering. Might be drying up. Oh, there we go. And again, it's just random. You're not worried where it goes on the page. Right, Kiesha? Is this too much for you? There.
A little.
Okay. All right, let me try that.
Oh, thanks, Betty. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to put a few white splats on and try to keep it in the blue parts just to lighten it up a bit. I just feel like it's kind of dark, but all right. Where's my white?
I think it looks way better.
way better than when it started. Yeah, it does. Okay.
It was awful.
I know. And that's why I'm like, oh my God, I can't, am I really doing this?
Yeah.
All right, just that little bit. All right, and then, okay, so what, anybody have some words I could, because I think I'm going to write words on here in gold.
Ooh. Somebody said courage.
Okay. Oh, that's good. I think that's a good word with the peacock.
I know, right, Eileen? She did. I agree. Totally. Edgy.
Okay. All right, courage. Let's see. That might be in my book. Let's page through here. That's all dry. Let's page through here. Balance your life. And I just cut out random words, you know, from different places.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm thinking probably like 3 different words just because of the way it's laid out.
Yeah, that's good.
Let's see if courage is in here. Please be in here. Oh, here, create. We do. Here's one. Okay. How about create? Thought I saw harmony. Did I see harmony? Oh, no. Let's see. How about create, empower? So you're empowered to be random.
Yeah. Yep.
Let's do one more. See 2 more. There's, you know, you can just, whatever you're feeling, you just kind of pick out some words. Let's see. Okay. Power, create. All right. How about here? So it just kind of goes with the theme, kind of like what we did. So we can do, cut these as small as I can. I'm glad you're here, Kiesha, so you can keep up with the chat.
Yeah, they're fun.
What are they saying?
Angie thinks you keep knocking over a bedpan.
Thank God it's not a bedpan. It's an empty pan for my scraps. So let's do learn.
I know.
See, this is where I can
thanks,
get like.
He's being choosy.
I'm trying. I know, it's like, just don't think, put it down. Right?
Look at me telling. Wait till the 24th.
Yeah, no kidding, Kiesha. Okay, here we go.
You're so sweet, Betty.
These. And then I'm going to go over it with black around the edges, and then we'll be done.
Sweet. That turned out awesome.
Okay. Oh, here, wait, I have extra napkin over here. Let me cut this off. And then this should finish it off pretty good, just having okay, so and this just shows no matter how ugly something looks, you can just, if you can make it look nice if you just keep going. So there.
Yes.
So now we should, you can go back to, I should see again, I should have taken a picture of the ugliness and then how it turned out. But just those are the three colors, the three random colors.
That is so good looking.
Thank you. Are you just saying that?
You love it? No.
I like it. I'm happy with it because for a while there, I was like, oh crap, what am I doing here?
Yeah.
But you just, I mean, that's, you just keep going. You just keep layering till you like it. So.
Yeah, that looks good. I'd keep that page.
Now I'm like sweating.
Kathy.
Like,
it's all Eileen's fault.
It is. Hashtag Eileen's fault. So, and yeah. I mean, I did get lucky with the blue and green, and then I just tried not to overdo it too much with the burnt sienna, but that's not a pretty color. So.
See, everyone loves it. I agree. Totally.
Thank you.
Thanks for doing that, because that really helped, I think. I really feel less stressed.
Okay, good.
I felt stressed.
Good. And so that's why just like take what you have when you do the JB5, and then you can take your time and make it add all this stuff and take your time. That doesn't have to be random. And you're not stuck with like the three colors like I was here. You can put anything on your page that you want, once that's done. So, well, thanks. Yeah. Thanks for letting me come on. Letting me take over your stream. I'm glad you did. So it was fun.
You did not take
it. Was fun. Hey, Kiesha, afterwards, after you do the JB5, you can come on. You can come on with Colleen and I and finish up your pages.
Ooh, that'll be fun.
You want to do that afterwards? That'll be after January 24th.
Yeah.
Okay, that we can come on. We can do an art journal page day, and you can, if you want, come on.
Thanks.
Okay, sounds good. Well, thanks,
Yeah.
Kiesha. I'm going to get going and clean up my mess.
Awesome. Well, thank you for showing us. I appreciate it.
Well, thank you. Thanks for letting me come on and do this. I had no intention of even doing this today. So,
Yay, I'm glad you did.
all right. And I'm glad it helped too. I hope you have fun. You'll have fun doing it. I think you'll enjoy it.
Yes, I will.
All
I
right.
will.
Talk to you later, Kiesha.
Thank you. Okay. Have a good day.
You too.
Well, how awesome was that? Yay. I loved that she did that. Huh? Her page turned out so wonderful. It was so nice. Thanks, Eileen, for suggesting that as well, because I think that really helped me. I totally stopped gluing, that's for sure. Yay! I know. I am so happy. So, I hope everybody, I just wanted to show you before you go off, because I am done with the 5th page on this, and I'm kind of tired of gluing. I did 2 pages while she was doing the running around for sure. But her page turned out wonderful. And even if she didn't take a picture, the video is up so we can see the before and the after, which is really cool. So I wanted to share with y'all really quick. I got some, recently I got some tobacco cards. So I am super excited. I think I'm going to be selling some of these soon. So here they are. They're all gorgeous cigarette cards. So y'all stay tuned for that. And I hope everybody follows along with us. Ooh, these are so cool. They're really pretty. I recently got these. I have a bunch of these myself just from owning a trunk. There was a bunch in there, but I recently got these. So anyways, I hope everybody tries the hop with us. I think it'll be a great time. I really do. Thanks, Eileen. Yes, please. So y'all don't forget the journaling by 5's will be January 24th, 4:30. It starts at Meri Altelier's channel. She'll do the introduction. And then I think we're hopping to another person's channel. I'm not totally official with the schedule yet. Meri hasn't, it's just tentative right now. And then every lady will be doing a prompt. And we'll be doing that for 15 minutes. I'm not sure because the hop streams are 30 minutes long, so I'm not sure what we're going to do for the second half of our 15. I'm not sure. I may just continue working on, like do another 15 rounds of the same thing, like say my prompt is paint. If I don't get through my 20 pages, I might do the second half of my pages or something like that. I don't really know how it's supposed to go, honestly. Usually we just pick a theme and we do it for 30 minutes and then we hop on to somebody else, or the theme's already picked for us and we just do that for 30 minutes. So I don't know how this is supposed to work. Good thing is I'm not up first. Usually I'm up first. So this time I don't think that I am. But then I'll have Shannon Green with me live as well. And I think it'll be a blast. So, I always I'll have all of that on my channel. When I put the reminder up, you'll have all of that. And I usually put the reminder up in about a week or so, maybe not that long. But I'll put the reminder up and it'll have everybody's channel listed. So that way y'all can just see the reminder that's up on my channel and go to their channels and subscribe. And we'll just hop from one channel to the next. So I hope everybody gets to try this with us, and I hope everybody gets to do this with us because I think it'll be a blast. I'm excited. I'm just excited to learn something new and take it out of my element, my comfort zone, and just don't judge. Just don't judge my paper because I'm already have this mindset that's going to be ugly. Okay? So, don't judge. So, but I'm excited and I think it'll be fun and that's what matters the most. So, anyway, well, thanks for hanging out, guys. I don't have much to do besides glue some more pages. I've got this many more because I've already glued these. I'm creating 20 pages and making them thick. So I just have this many more. And then what I'll start doing is getting some magazines and I'll fussy cut some images that I like. And I may turn on the camera when I do that. I think I'm just going to finish gluing this off camera because I'm almost done. And so I may come back on, sometime later tonight, tomorrow, 2 days from now, 5 days from now. I have no idea. It's nothing set in stone, but get a random magazine and start cutting stuff out that I like, I guess. Or a book. I don't know. So anyways, well, thank you all for coming and hanging out. And I hope everybody has a wonderful day. And I hope everybody can follow along. Even if it's just one page, I think it'll be fun. And then if you have not joined my Facebook group and you want to post it in there, you can. You can post it on your own in your own Facebook channel or your YouTube channel. In the description box is the hashtag that you can use. And you can post a before and after of your favorite one or whatever. But I hope that y'all do it. I think it'll be great. Well, hopefully everybody has a wonderful day, and I will see you again soon. Thank you again, Kathy, and everybody for inspiring and kind words and hanging out with me today. And I hope everybody has a fantastic day, and I will see y'all again soon. Take care, ladies. Bye.